Charlie, Charlie, you're a massive weenie baby, baby. You made me cry last night. Charlie, why would you do that to me? Woo! Welcome back to Strong Man Personal Finance. My name is Christopher Belly. I'm a certified CPA accountant. I'm a long-term boglehead investor. I'm author of the book Stop Being a Broke Loser. It's on Amazon. And I'm at a red light right now. And I am quite perplexed at the recent behavior of the Daily Journal, which I do not read, by the way. I actually don't read the news. I don't care. I don't care about politics and drama. Oh my God, you know what AOC said today? Anyway, the point of this video is that the Daily Journal, which is, because it's a newspaper, and sold half of their stake in Alibaba. Now, don't quote me exactly, but at the end of last year, they had 600,000 shares of Alibaba. And then at the end of this most recent quarter, this most recent report, they only had 300,000. So you divide 600,000 by 300,000 and you get 2, okay? So basically they cut their share in half. Like that math? What are my thoughts on this? A lot of people are saying that Charlie Munger is a paper hands and he sold and he panic sold and blah, 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 blah. You know what I think, ladies and gentlemen? I don't think it was really Charlie's decision to sell, all right? Now, when you look at Charlie Munger, this guy buys and holds companies for the long run. He is a true value investor. I don't think he's enough of a bussy. Actually, he's my hero. I don't think he's a bussy at all. He is not enough of a bussy to see a stock go down in the short term and then sell freaking half of it at a massive loss. What I think happened is that he was getting a lot of pressure and they got to a point where he had so much pressure that he had to sell the stock. That's honestly my opinion of what happened. Another possibility is that they're tax loss harvesting. Now, it is kind of strange they would do that in Q1, you know, instead of at the end of last fiscal year. But hey, I don't know, maybe they have a different tax deadline. I don't know. But the whole thing doesn't really bother me at all. Now, a lot of you clowns, you think that Alibaba is now a bad investment because somebody sold some shares, and we don't know why exactly, but they did. Let me tell you, it's a total freaking joke to ever look at some stupid billionaire. I'm not saying Charlie's stupid, but like any billionaire or any famous investor, and to base your buy and sell decisions based on what they do. I did not buy Alibaba because Charlie Munger bought it. I did not buy Alibaba because Everything Money bought it. I didn't buy Alibaba for any other reason other than I looked at the financials, I calculated a buy point, and once the stock price was below that buy point, I bought the stock. Okay, it's as simple as that. Now, my thesis is very simple. I've said it 1,000 times. China is the second largest economy in the world. It will be the largest economy in the world at some point. It will surpass the United States. Alibaba is a very dominant force in the Chinese economy, and they have exposure to the most heavily populated part of the world, all right? Everybody thinks America is the only part of the world. Just America, boy. There ain't nowhere else but America. Maybe Germany or something. No. Asia has, what, 3-4 billion people? China alone has 1.3 billion people? You mean to tell me that something like Alibaba, which is highly profitable, I know they had a bad couple of quarters because of China crackdown, you mean to tell me that that company over the next 10, 20, 30 years is not going to massively benefit from the huge potential of the Asian economy? Well, if you don't believe that, you're freaking crazy, okay? And of course there's political risk. Of course there is. But that's just how it is, okay? And there's no investment that's 100% no-brainer safe. There's a reason Alibaba is trading lower than it should be now. There's fears of delisting, there's fears of political risk, trade war, blah, 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 blah. That's all there, okay? But if that didn't exist, Alibaba fundamentally is worth way more, way more than it is right now. So no, I don't think Charlie Munger paper-handed. I do not think he did that. I think he was either pressured into doing it because the stock went down and his freaking clownish subordinates or whoever pressured him to do it, or maybe there was some other reason. I can't tell you. But never, ever, ever base your investment philosophy on what some rich person does, because if you do that, you're gonna get clapped. I mean, think about who's that one guy, Chasmath? I don't know, he's some freaking doofus, but basically he's this little Indian guy, maybe, I don't know, but he's always talking about all these different investments, and he's a wealthy guy, and he's been pumping, he pumped Tesla and yada yada. Basically he pumped a bunch of hype, and I look at him and I'm just like, why are people following you? You just pump the most trash stocks that are purely hype driven. But he's rich! He's rich! Shut up! So sick of you freaking clowns. He's richer than that. Okay? So no, I'm not selling Alibaba. I'm willing to hold this stock for 10, 20, 30 years. And I really think, I'm very confident that if you have the patience, and I'm not saying you don't have to put a lot of money in Bob or any at all. You really don't have to. I say this every freaking video. You could be 100% index funds and you'll probably outperform me because I'm not 100% index funds. I'm 95% index funds, 95% VT. But if you go 100% index funds, you'll be just freaking fine. Okay, dollar cost average over your life, own the entire world in tax advantage accounts, and you'll crush all these other stupid losers and clowns that think they're geniuses buying Tesla. But I really think in 20 or 30 years, I think Alibaba stock is going to be a lot higher. Because it's really times like this where you make your money, okay? There's massive fear. There's massive uncertainty, blah, 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 blah. But you look at the fundamentals of the company and you look at where it's going to go. And I don't know how you can dispute that it's not going to grow massively going into the future. I don't see really a better investment that I would like to speculate in. And I could be wrong. I could be 100% wrong, but I highly doubt that. So that's my thoughts. I don't think Charlie bussied out. There has to be another reason, okay? He's not the type that just sells out. And honestly, if there was a huge issue with Alibaba, if he discovered something that was like really bad or material that he missed before in his earlier analysis, he probably would have sold the entire thing, okay? Because if he realized that, let's say he figured out that the numbers were all lies, and Alibaba was actually growing at a negative 20% compounded rate in revenue or something like that, I think he would have sold his entire stake. I don't think he would have still kept 300,000 shares of Alibaba. So y'all need to calm the freak down, okay? But whatever, you do what you want. Like I said, you could be 100% index funds and you'll be just freaking fine. But that's it. Going to work. Last week of tax season. Thank God. I'm freaking tired. My kid got me up at 5 a.m. I have to work till 7. My hours have increased. I'm at work 12 hours a day now. All right. Talk to you later. Cheers.